All right, here we go. What's going on, guys? It's your boy ShadyMikeGaming, and welcome to our first NBA 2K24 jump shot fix of the year 2024. Thank you so much to all my channel members for being very patient in getting this one done. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Spurs phenom Victor Wembanyama. Now, first and foremost, guys, if you do like this type of content, please do let me know. If you'd like me to do more of it, that, obviously the views and likes and all that good stuff lets me know if there's interest in this type of thing. Now, let me start by saying this. This jump shot was an absolute nightmare to make. Why? Because as you all know, I play NBA 2K24 on PC. I'm a current gen or old gen player, whatever you want to call it. And all of the releases and bases are pretty much different on current gen from next gen. So I had to find a base, release, and all that good stuff that works on basically both platforms. And, I honestly think we did a really good job. So other than that, guys, let's go ahead and get right into the jump shot for Victor Wembanyama. And yeah, I think throughout this video, we're going to be calling him Wemby. All right, so we're going to take a look at Victor Wembanyama's base jump shot. And the main takeaways here, guys, is Victor Wembanyama does not have an overly complicated jump shot. The first thing we want to break down is his base. Upon Wemby's initial jump shot, we're going to notice a couple of key details. Number one, he's going to have that right foot in front of his left, and he's going to bend his knees inwards almost so much to the point that they're touching. Another and third detail that we want to make sure we capture is on Wemby's landing. Whenever Wemby lands, he lands and plants those feet. A lot of the bases in 2K have a lot of bouncing and a lot of fading animations. When Wemby shoots, he usually lands very squarely on his jump shot. And it's a very textbook base, especially for someone his size. Now, one thing that I want to notice is his base can vary in different situations. So when Wemby shoots from mid-range, he has more of a fade to his shot, and we're going to make sure we have a base that can capture that as well. Sometimes, specifically on deeper threes, you're going to see Wemby kind of lunge forward. We'll make sure we have an option for that as well. But all of those key features, they go whichever type of jump shot we're looking for, whether it's a deep three, whether it's a long three, whether it's a mid-range, he's going to have that right foot in front of the left. He's going to have those knees bent, and he's going to land squarely on his feet. So each and every one of our bases that we have today are going to make sure we capture that. Now, as far as Wemby's release goes, it's very simple. Again, he's going to shoot the ball directly over his forehead. Now, a lot of people shoot the ball more so towards the right of their face. So whenever you see someone shoot directly in front of their face, that means that right hand is going to be ever so slightly angled towards the inside of his body. The main determining factor on Wemby's shot is upon that release, you'll notice that shooting arm. You want to see those fingers pointing directly down at the bottom, and you'll notice that that offhand tends to hang back. There's only a few releases in the game where that offhand does hang back like that, and I do apologize because he's so tall, it's kind of hard to get a good camera angle of that, but that's one of the number one things that we want to capture. You're going to watch that shooting hand go forward and that offhand kind of lay back on the shot. So very simple there, and we were able to capture that pretty nicely. All right, so the first thing we want to talk about with Wemby obviously is his accessories. Make sure you do change his hair if it's, you know, not the latest version. Obviously, he in 2K he's got the option to have the long hair or the short hair. Obviously, it looks a little bit different on PC than it does on the consoles, but you know, it is what it is. I believe on the console they've got him rocking like this weird elbow sleeve. He doesn't wear that. I've got him rocking the where are we at? We've got the folded arm sleeve, but I can't find it. There we go. On his right arm, he rocks the folded arm sleeve. You could roll with the normal arm sleeve, but I just think he's a little bit too long for what he wears. Now, for the lower body, what I gave him was I gave him full leg sleeves. And for the frequency, I gave him often, where it's like he'll wear them 90% of the times, but every now and again you'll have him just rock the shorts, because that's what he was wearing in summer league. But for the most part in the league, he's been wearing the leg sleeves. For the socks, we've got the crew scrunch. Sometimes I've seen him just wear the normal crew, but I've been seeing him lately rock the crew scrunch socks, excuse me. So another option that you'll see on console, this is a mod, so unfortunately for my my console players, you can't really do this, but we do have like the option to give him like basically this undershirt here, and you'll notice like he's got that little undershirt that he wears. I was watching him play against the Sixers the other night, and he does have an undershirt on under his jersey, but obviously that's not an option on the console, so that's a mod. So let's go ahead and get into the actual jump shot fix for Wemby. Now I am going to be showing this on PC. The reason being is because it's just easier for me to go through without having to change his height 100 times. But the base that I really prefer is going to be Jared Butler. It's just got a really nice solid base. You go with the Bitazde release 1 blended to 40 with Darius Garland. I think slow is probably the most realistic timing, but you know, it's a game, so I want to be able to get my shot off, so I just rock it with normal. So another base that, if you would like a little bit of a wider stance for Wemby, it also looks pretty good. You can definitely go with Devin Booker as well, because it's every now and again we do see Wemby shoot with a little bit of a wider base. If you would like a more aggressive and say athletic release for Wemby, because we've seen that as well, this one looks a little weird on current gen, but it looks really good on next gen. Rock with the Alex Caruso. It has a little bit of a lunge to the shot, and if you would rather have a jump shot base for his mid-range, you're gonna want to look for, let me scroll, Sam Perkins, and that's a really good one for just his mid-range. Has a lot of the same features, you know, bends those knees in, but almost has a little bit of a fade to it, so I really like this one for his mid-range. As we go over to the free throw, I think the best free throw for Wemby is going to be free throw 35 on current gen. I went for Draymond Green on next gen. Now listen, the reason the big issue here is current gen still has the numbered free throws, like 1 through 50 or whatever. Next gen only has named free throws. Now, one thing that I don't like about the free throws is that you can't choose the free throw routine. So Wemby usually doesn't dribble when he shoots his free throws, but I prefer to prioritize the form over the routine. So I go with free throw 35 and Draymond Green on next gen. Obviously, if you would like to, you know, pick one that they don't dribble, that's an option for you as well. For the pull-up here, I like Bradley Beal, because one thing we got to realize with Wemby is because of his height, he's immune to shot contests. So when he does his pull-up, really, he kind of just stops and does a normal jump shot. So it's not an extremely athletic pull up going straight forward, and that's what I noticed. And I think the Bradley Beal one really captures that the best, with a nice, I don't know if you want to call it a lunge forward, but he really just kind of plants himself. Another option that I was looking at is some of, you know, you can definitely just go with a WNBA one for him as well, because that's extremely accurate. So you can roll with the WNBA for him as well, because they do that same thing. They just stop and establish the jump shot. But I just thought Beal looked a little bit better, a little bit more athletic. Now, could not find any footage exactly of Wemby doing a spin jump shot, but I really just took a lot of the characteristics from his fadeaways. And when Wemby does a fadeaway, the key thing is he rarely has leg kicks. They're not super athletic. He's very tall, so his spin jumpers and fades are straight up and down, and he doesn't kick those legs that much. On his step back, we go with Harrison Barnes. When he goes to his right, he's got a hard plant with that left leg and a nice step back, and it's really the same thing going to the left. He's got that hard plant foot going to the other side, so I really like Harrison Barnes' form on the step back jump shot. As we go to the layups and dunks, guys, on the layup package for the CPU, or excuse me, on the PC, we go with long athletes. Don't overthink it there, but the only issue is long athletes is no longer on next gen. I don't know what 2K is doing, taking athletes crap out of the game. So we go with Giannis on next gen. I'll make sure to scroll through all the dunk packages for you, but I do know next gen is missing some of these dunk packages as well. So, but you know, these are all the dunks. I went through all of his dunks all season, so these are all the ones that I saw. If any of them are missing from next gen, just, you know, go without it. The only reason I have big man off one in here for Wemby is because he every now and again does that Statue of Liberty dunk, and this was really the only dunk package that I could find that had that this year, so that's why I've got big man off one down here as well. Now for the post fade again, when Wemby does his fade, he does not kick those legs. So I went with the Karl Malone fade, no Diddy. Now, the only issue with the Karl Malone one is he doesn't kick the legs, but there's like one animation where he does kick his legs in a very weird way. So that was kind of annoying, but overall for 90% of the fades, I thought Karl Malone was the most realistic one. Now for the post hook, we went with Nikola Vucevic. The reason we go with Vucevic is because it's hard to put into words, but his hook shot is just one motion. It's a quick flick, and all of his hook shots look that way, and I thought Nikola Vucevic replicated that the best. For the post hop shot, I went with Harrison Barnes. The reason being is because when he does that post hop to the left, he kind of does a little one-legged Dirk. There it is, just a little one-legged Dirk situation. So I really like that one. One thing I don't like about the Harrison Barnes post shot though is that weird-looking follow-through that is there. So that's a little bit weird. I hope that doesn't trigger too much in the game. But hey, that was the one that I thought looked the best for Wemby. The last thing I wanted to talk about was the signature size ups and the handle. Guys, a lot of options here. All we want to look at, it's personal preference really. All you want to look for is something that's very low to the ground. He's got a lot of tween dribbles and a behind the back mixed in there. I really like CJ McCollum. I really like Tracy McGrady. I really liked Kobe White, and you know what? I really liked, where were we looking? I really like Cade Cunningham. So there's a lot of options, guys. You can do whatever you want here. It's personal preference. Wemby's got a really nice and clean handle, and he can do 90% of these moves. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week's NBA 2K24 Jump Shot Fix. That was Victor Wembanyama. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. And yeah, let me know if there's anyone else you'd like me to work on. I know the 2K community, especially the simulation community, is not really what it used to be, but I just gotta say it's been an honor and a pleasure to be able to knock out all these jump shot fixes for you guys over the years. This was the first one I did in a long time, so let me know how I did. Let me know if I was rusty. But other than that, guys, oh, one more thing. A lot of y'all saw on Instagram, it was my birthday over the weekend. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes and the nice words and stuff. I know I've been on a little bit of a hiatus, but I'm happy to be back and just dropping cool content for you guys. But other than that, again, thanks for all the support on the channel. You guys rock. Other than that, I'll catch y'all on the next one. It's your boy Shady Mike. I'm signing out. Peace. Threes.